Hey everyone and welcome, it's RageGamer here for another Black Ops 4 video. Today we're looking at how to level up tiers faster in the black market contraband system. If you guys find this useful, feel free to leave a like and make sure you go and check out the playlist in the description with all the guides for all the gold, diamond and dark matter camos. Without further ado though, let's get onto the video. So the black market contraband system was introduced last week, and I think it was just yesterday that Xbox and PC players have now also got it as well. The main event will last for about 50 days, but we've got a Halloween event ending in less than a week, and then I'm assuming we'll have events around Christmas as well. And if you get up to the final tiers, so at 199 you get a blackout character, Hudson, and then at 200 you get that signature weapon for the ICR, so that's really cool. And you don't have to pay for this obviously, you can earn it in game, although it was quite difficult, so they decided to make it a little bit easier. Here are some of the best tips for leveling up faster. So the basic concept is it's time based, so no matter how well you do in a match, how much XP you get, how many challenges, whether you win or lose, it doesn't make a difference. It's all about the in-game time. So not time in the menu, not time loading into the map, in-game time. So it's all about playing more matches in Black Ops 4. And speaking of which, I just want to say that the leveling isn't scaled, so the amount of time it takes you to go from tier 1 to tier 2 is the same, exactly the same as going from tier 99 to tier 100 and so on. So at least in that way it doesn't get harder and harder like it does with earning XP and leveling up normally. And a thing I've noticed is that when you leave a match, it doesn't seem to count towards your tier progress. So if you play a match for like 10 minutes and then back out at the last second before the game finishes, that won't count towards your progress. You've got to stay in game until the end, so that's a bit of a bummer. And you can earn these in both blackout and multiplayer. The progress is transferable for both, so if you level up tiers in blackout, that will carry over to multiplayer and vice versa. So how do we actually level up tiers faster? Well, what you want to do is you want to join games that are longer. Even though it will take longer for the match to finish, it's a more efficient way of playing, because if you compare a really long game, so let's say either blackout, we play that for like 20 minutes, half an hour say, or we compare that to a 5-minute free-for-all match. Well, yes, I could keep joining free-for-all matches until I eventually get half an hour's worth of playtime, but the thing is, because I keep playing the match, the game ending, waiting to load back to the menu, waiting in the main menu to join the next match, and then waiting for that next match to start and loading in until the next match actually begins, that is all time you're wasting. And if you add that all up, okay, it's not loads, but it makes it slower than if you just play one long match. So what you want to do is you want to be playing game modes and matches that are as long as possible, because it makes it more efficient, because you have less menus and less waiting time in between games. So which game modes would be best then? So obviously if you want to play blackout, that's fine, that's a really good way of doing it as long as you can survive for a long time. If you don't survive that long, it's not worth it, so probably stay in multiplayer in that case. But yeah, blackout is a good one. I hear a lot of people saying that, although personally I am not a big fan of blackout, and so I stay in the multiplayer anyway. If you want to stay in multiplayer, you want to be playing the longer game modes. So that's things like Mercenary Capture Moss Pit, which has a mixture of, hard point, domination and control, and also those modes themselves, so domination, control, hard point, those kind of modes. The longer game modes are good. So for example, domination is at least normally around 10 minutes, if not more. Control is a good 5-10 minutes as well, and when you add those game modes up, you can easily add a lot of progress to your tiers. So that is what you want to do. I think the thing is as well, if you've got a long game mode and you're actually enjoying it, time seems to go quicker as well, so it might be worth switching up the game mode from time to time so it just doesn't seem like a real boring grind. So if I just kept playing domination all day, that would get really boring. But if I switched up the game mode, if I then played some blackout for example, came back to the multiplayer, just switching up in any way, or switch up your weapon, your class, whatever, it's doing something different so it doesn't feel the same old, that is what you want to do. Now on top of this, there is talk about the Black Ops Pass. Supposedly if you have that, it will give the ability to skip some tiers as one of the little rewards from the pass. I think there was a number being thrown out there that you could skip around 10 tiers. Then on top of that, we don't have COD points in the game at the moment, but when Blackjack's shop comes to the game, it is likely that you'll be able to use your COD points to skip tiers, to pay to skip tiers really. And I suppose that's not as bad of a system as it has been in previous Call of Duties where you just have to buy supply drops. So that's a possible thing as well. And then finally, there is speculation from a lot of people, and including myself really, that they will at some point add events where they switch on a double earn rate for contraband tiers, kind of like they do with double XP, double crypto keys, double liquid divinium or the plasma in zombies now, those kind of things where you earn stuff faster. they might do a double earn rate for Contraband. I could definitely see them doing that to try and get more people on. So, and they'll probably do that on the weekend. So on Friday they'll say, hey, play this weekend and you will earn XP towards your tiers twice as fast. So yeah. So that is everything I have for you and the best ways to level up faster through your tiers in the Contraband system in Black Ops 4. And if you get to the higher tiers, you get some really awesome rewards. I'll be talking about those as I get them. And yeah, if you guys got any comments, anything to add about the black market or anything about the tiers in general, then let me guys know down in the comment section. But thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe and I'll see you guys on the next video.